let's go into another fantastical Japan, and let's talk about Blue Lock. So Blue Lock was 20 episodes, right? Is that what it is?
24.
24
Yeah.
episodes. Sort of didn't want it to end, but it ended. But how was Blue Lock for you?
I do not like sports animes. I'm sorry for all you Haikyuu fans out there. I'm not I'm not a fan of them, but
Never watched it.
it's for me it was at first I thought it was going to be soccer meets Squid Games, and that's what I was getting. And then it kind of turned into something different, and I mean, it has some, like you say, fantastical things that happens. Like I'm like, okay, that's not possible now. But it started off kind of like, oh, okay. Then it started getting into like that guy's ankle would have broke type stuff. But
Right.
I enjoyed it. Like it wasn't like I was watching soccer or I was watching just sports anime. It was something different. The storytelling, the character, real character development of each person, like how their pieces and their chemical balances work together. And it was very good because it wasn't the typical like, oh, all the good guys are together. It's like, oh, well, you have like King Bara over there, and he's just like, I'm not gonna care. I'll work with whoever because I'm gonna devour everybody. And then you
Right.
have like Ren over there, and it's just like all these characters, and it gave us a lot of characters.
Right.
If you were to ask me like name all of them, I definitely could not name all of them.
Bro,
But
dude, every time we talk about it, I have to pull up a character list and look at all these characters because there's so many, and they all look alike. Like if you not notice, like Rin and Isagi, I
yeah,
mean, the only thing that separates them is height. Like Isagi's like 2 inches, 2 foot tall, or smaller than him, man. Like that's the only thing that separates these two guys, you know.
yeah,
So look, I was skeptical at the beginning because everybody said Blue Lock, and then it was like soccer, and I'm like, okay. I watched The Prince of Tennis. Let me go in there. Hopefully, it's like that. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I look forward to Blue Lock every single weekend, man. I was just like, oh man. And then when I missed the weekend, I was like, oh good, I can watch two of them at the same time, and I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about like waiting for the next. So is what I'm thinking of. Sorry. Uh, so Blue Lock, solid recommend. Get in there, watch it. Can't echo enough of what you said. Character, that's the way you want to do character development. Like they're showing action at the same time they are giving us them actually evolving into a better person. Like you can't ask for better storytelling, right?
yeah.
Because as we're seeing these actions unfold, we're seeing them grow at the same time. And that's where you want to be things. Unlike our villain saga, right? Because they just said, "Oh, we don't care. We're just gonna do
Yeah.
what we want." So that that being said, villain saga. What do you give it?
Oh, you mean
And I think
Blue
I
Lock?
think the new season is gonna it's called Blue Rock. I
Yeah,
don't think it's called Blue Lock. I think they call it Blue Rock,
yeah.
unless it's like a translation error.
I
I
thought
think.
it was. I think it was a translation error. When
Okay.
I saw it, I was like, "What the?"
Yeah, because everybody was in Japan. They're spelling it Blue Rock.
I mean, it
R.
might change. I mean, they.
What do
I
you
mean
think of
that
that?
they might change. I mean, I'm.
All
It's like
right.
I'm gonna be confused going forward, but maybe they mean like blue rocks, like it rocks. I don't know. It was for sure one of my most enjoyable animes of this time right now. I mean, it's kind of hard because we started off the year with Bleach and Chainsaw.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And actually, to be quite honest, Bleach was a fairly disappointing.
yeah.
Actually, you know what? Thanks for bringing that up because I totally forgot we did those two. Totally did.
Those were in the beginning.
We've been so fixated on Vinland and Tokyo, man. I forgot about Bleach and Chainsaw.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bleach a huge disappointment right now. I was like,
Um,
oh man, well,
yeah,
I hope season 2 is better. Because I
it,
was like,
it
this sucks.
yeah, and it's kind of hard because like when you start the season, you're at top, and then, I mean, we talked about it, everybody's on like Vinland and like, oh man, it's the best thing. And it's like wait for the year to start because there's a lot of bangers coming out for sure. I'll give my grade on, I guess, Blue Lock first. I kind of want to go 5 because
Oh, okay.
because there wasn't
Yeah.
really any bad episodes except for like one. I felt where it's kind of like, okay, well, y'all talked a lot here, but like they kind of gave you a lot. I mean, you saw the top 5 players of the world. They explained everything well. They had a lot of like characters that were brought in and change ups and everything. A lot of competition is what I like too.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's where I was at. If yeah, I'll this would be my first 5. I'll give it that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. I have to because there's always something wrong with everything, right? Nothing's a perfect score, right? So I would have to say a 4.8.
Yeah.
It would be mine. 4.8. The only drawback that I had with it, right, was the like when ego gets in there and starts like over explaining something, kind of like they already told us their whole method behind. We spent an entire episode, 2 3 episodes of them explaining what they're doing, and then ego goes in there and like recaps everything, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, do we need it? Nah, not really, you know. But that's just being so nitpicky. You know what I'm saying? Like, other than that, man, I rock Blue Lock, man. Go watch it. It is everyone enjoys it, man. Everyone can enjoy it. You know, even if you're not a fan of soccer, and I'm not, you know, you're gonna enjoy it.